just a little bit of that right there. I'll teach you guys the whole thing. I just kind of figured it out over the past couple of days, and it just went blank in my mind. But all the other stuff was fairly decent, so we're gonna move on with the lesson. And I will like I said, I can play this a little since I just learned it the other day. It's just there we go. I think. So the song is "Oh," the album is "Sun Devil." A pretty fun. It's a good song to get you guys into the raised B tuning uh, lessons. Okay, because this is probably the most simplistic of all of them because we have like uh, "You Never Know," "Lying in the Hands of God" is pretty easy, but "You Never Know" is very tough, and "Stay or Leave." All those get a little bit tricky. So we just want to kind of ease into it with "Oh." And if you guys, I will link it below in the description. My video that I did a few weeks back explaining how to tune a raised B guitar, even though one of my strings is wrong. That's why I have 3 bronze strings. You should really only have 2, but don't tell anyone. I explain why it's like that in that video, and but it still sounds great. And it gives you the tuning for it. B, E, A, D, F sharp, B is what we're working with today. When I give you guys chord shapes, A, I'm gonna call it an A. You know, I'm not the smartest guitar guy in the world by any stretch of the imagination. I know a lot of you are. A lot of people watch these, you know, get me in the comments like, "Ah, you don't know what this is. You're not doing this right." Sorry, I just literally do these videos because I love this music. I love playing their style, you know, Dave Matthews' style of guitar. So, you know, if you don't like how I explain it, I'm sorry, but it's the only way I know how to do it. So we're gonna call this an A, and it's gonna be a D, and we're gonna B. I'm gonna stick with that. However, I will explain things in relation to B, E, A, D, F sharp, B. Okay, so write it down, guys. If you want to follow along with this, B, E, A, D, F sharp, B. That way when you look at it, you know what I'm talking about. Because I'm not going to call them E, A, D, G, B, E or anything like that. So with that being said, let's go ahead and move into it. Another little side note. Now that I've rambled for 4.5 minutes, if you are doing this on a standard guitar, you can still watch this lesson and learn the same things that we're learning on the raised B. But you're gonna have to put a capo up here on 7. Okay. So when I'm down here saying, you know, right here on doing that A shape, you're gonna be up here on 9 doing it with your capo on 7. Okay. So everything on a standard guitar will be relative to 7. It's all going to be the exact same, okay? With that being said, let's go. So we have an A shape right down here. I'm going on the open E. So we're going, again, that's E, A, D, okay? So I'm just hitting the E and the A. Then I'm going to hit the D and the F sharp together. One thing I want you guys to be careful on this raised B tuning and these strings, and they're so light, you can get a lot of twang in them. I'm not a good finger style picking guitar player at all. I've told you guys that before. So like in the intro that I played, it's very twangy a little bit. As I was playing it, there were some parts kind of made me cringe. Where you go, just got to be really careful. Dave Matthews is a fantastic fingerstyle guitar player because he's very, very smooth. That whole song just rolls right along. So don't get too overly aggressive when you're plucking like that, okay? Just something to pay attention to. It's hard to learn. It's hard to practice. I practice it, and I'm terrible at it. So with that being said, let's move on. We've got that A shape, so we're going to the E, the A, the D, F sharp. So then we're just sliding over on the E string. We're going from the 4th fret to the 5th fret. gonna put that middle finger right there on the D string, 4th fret. We're gonna have your forefinger down here on the F sharp, and that's gonna be on the 3rd fret. And then you're gonna hit, and you're gonna hit, let me see that. I'm hitting an open D, or I'm sorry, B-E-A, yes, open D. And if I miss some of these strings, I'm sorry, I'm still trying to get used to not being E-A-D-G-B-E. So you might find some spots in here where I kind of screwed that up. But we're gonna hit a open D. So, and I'm sorry, back to this note. When you slide up, I am hitting the, I don't know if I said it, but I'm hitting both of these, the D and the F sharp open. I'm sorry, the D is open, the F sharp, my forefingers down here on the 3rd fret. And then you're hitting that open, the open D. Then we're gonna come up here to the B, on nothing else, just my middle finger's right here on the 3rd fret. And then I'm just hitting, from there I'm going to an open D, open F sharp. And you can hit both of those, or you can hit the F sharp single. Then we're going to hammer on, pull off, okay? And we're on that D string. Okay? Pluck, hammer on, pull off. Pluck, hammer on, pull off. And so every once in a while, I've seen a couple of different ways to do this. I believe the correct way is going to be to hammer on, pull off, and then you're going to the E and the D string, and then you're hitting the E string and the D, or I'm sorry, the D string, the A string, and the E string. I will get that eventually. That's how I've seen it go. I believe that is the right way. I've gotten into a bad habit of playing it hammer on, pull off, then the A string, and then I play that open E, which I think it is, you're coming on to the 2nd fret here on the A string, coming on the 2nd fret on the E string, before you start that all back over. So yes, okay, so guys, so going back to that, you're going to hit, I apologize, I messed up on this right here. You're going to hit that that E right there on the 3rd fret, or I'm sorry, that B on the red fret, or 3rd fret. Then you're going to hit an open A, and then D and F sharp together. Okay? So like I said, right there you can end either up here on the 2nd, or you can play that open to start back over. Okay? Hard part's out of the way. If you can get all that down, you can get the rest of this song down like that. So we're going to jump into this D. Just sounds so good on this guitar. But we're just gonna be right here on the F sharp and on the, or I'm sorry, on the D and the F, the D and the F sharp. That's all we're gonna be. 2nd fret D, 3rd fret F sharp. And then we're gonna come into a B shape right here. We're just 2nd fret E string, 4th fret A string, and 4th fret D string. strumming down. Just coming to an A right there. So we're going D, B, D, A. And you guys can listen to his strumming right there. He does a few different things, some little different there. This is where I do start playing with this part with a pick. I believe Dave also plays this part with a pick. So you can go, I think Dave kind of, sorry. He kind of does some different strumming stuff. I just go down, 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 down. So. So then when it goes to break it down after that, where it goes into Kid Loves Candy and Fresh Snow, I Love You Oh So Well, it's just a little G shape right here. We're on the B string 3rd fret, we're on the E string 2nd fret. And we're going to an E shape right here. Just 2nd fret, we're on the E string and the A string. We're just doing a basic kind of 4/4 strumming pattern. And that ends that breakdown, like I said. That right there is Kid Loves Candy and Fresh Snow, I Love You Oh So Well. And Philip Heaven, Overflow, and Feel Hell, Love You Oh So Well. It's going right back into this. Okay. So then, as he's going into the song's winding down there at the end, we're going into the ending, and I will go over that. So we're going from there. You will be on the F sharp string on the 3rd fret this whole time, throughout this whole little ending part. It's just a little bass note stuff that's going to be switched around up here, okay? Okay, so we have our 4-finger on the E string on the 3rd fret. We have our ring finger right here on the A string 4th fret. And don't forget, that middle finger is still down there, 3rd fret on the F sharp string. All I'm doing is kind of like the intro. We're just with my thumb going down, down on the E and the A. And then the D and the F sharp are plucked together. Then after you do that, you're going to do that twice. And then you're going to hit that, the E and the A. You don't, on that 3rd time through, you don't hit that. Okay, so we're going to go. Then we're just going to pull this finger down to the 2nd fret. That is the only thing that's switching right there, okay? Strumming or picking is still the same. Okay. Oh, sorry. All I did was take this off. So I guess technically these 2 fingers stay there the whole time. I didn't realize this one also does too. Like I said, just learned this part yesterday, so little rough on it there. So when we pull that off, it's gonna go same thing. We're just gonna end on that D that we were playing earlier. Okay, pretty simple, like I said. So when we're doing this little, see, I like to do that instead of, I'm just going, I don't know if Dave Matthews does this or if I just kind of made this up. You can do it if you want, don't have to. On that E, we're just doing that, and then I single, instead of doing the D and the F sharp together, I go. beautiful song. There it is. Like I said, any questions or anything in the comments you want to throw at me, that's awesome. Like I said, you know, if you guys have any issues, I will link the tuning and the stringing of a raised B guitar in the comments. Everything